I'm at 20%, which is cute. Chair moves. Hey guys, happy Monday. My name is Allie. I'm a certified life coach, and this is my coaching corner. I'm so glad you guys are here today. First of all, if you're new, welcome. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to click that bell icon so you're alerted when I post new videos. I'm trying to post more often now. And hit me up on Instagram, follow me on Facebook. AllieFullerCoaching.com is my website. Okay, let's get into it. So I have been wanting to talk about this for a while, and I haven't been sure how to get into it. But essentially, when I was about to go into coaching school to become certified, I was told that I should not be a coach. There's a little bit of backstory to this. So first of all, some of you guys know this if you're close friends or family of mine. I have a history of anxiety and depression. This was something that I found out about 3, maybe 4 years ago. But basically, I found out it was just, the original vanilla flavors of both, nothing crazy, but they were both there. And at the time, they were very present for me because I was waiting tables full time. I had just decided to step away from auditioning because they were bringing out, auditioning and waiting tables were bringing out the worst in me and making me just kind of hate my life in general. So basically, I decided to step away from that world for a year because I thought it would help, and it did. Oh my God, obviously here we are, and I'm a certified coach. How did that happen? I'll tell you. So I was in therapy, and I was considering this coaching program. I had done a lot of research on the kind of careers that would be good for my personality type, which is INFJ, and everywhere I went, it would say coach, therapist, psychologist, teacher, like things like that. And I had already become a fitness instructor, and I had figured out, I really love cheering people on. I love sharing things that I love with other people and getting them excited about it. And I love making other people happy and making other people proud of themselves and showing them things that they didn't think they could do before. And in therapy, my therapist at the time, she was like, I actually have this friend, this colleague from school who is a life coach, and she's doing, she's doing well, meaning like she's making money and it's her main source of income. So she connected us, and we had a phone call where I basically was able to pick her brain about the process of becoming certified, whether you should get certified, what her days looked like, how she got clients, etc., etc. I was like, if someone has a history of mental illness or anxiety and depression, but they really, really want to be a coach and it brings out the best part of them, what would you say? And she paused, and I can't remember exactly what she said, but she essentially was like, I don't think coaching would be right for them. And she said it in the nicest way that she could, but I was shocked. And my therapist was actually shocked too when I told her that story. But I think about that story a lot because, like I said, obviously, here I am coaching clients, upholding my certification for almost a full year now, and feeling really good about where I'm at, talking to you, getting invited to do podcasts and stuff, like literally talking to people about what makes a good life coach, and finally fulfilling this belief that I am actually good at this when I had someone else tell me I wouldn't be. And I wanted to talk about it because I have a lot of friends that are going through similar struggles with their belief or beliefs that other people have taught them over time. And those beliefs that this thing that makes you feel like there's something wrong with you, or this thing that holds you back in a lot of cases, or this thing that is seen as a weakness rather than a strength, is going to set you apart in a negative way from other people in your field, or oh gosh, like if you're trying to date or if you're trying to just connect with other people on any level. And what I have to say to that is, whatever your struggle is, whatever that thing is that makes you feel broken or behind or less than or weak or fragile, or basically any of the things that have been said to me about me and my struggle with mental illness, or, you know, a bunch of other things in my life, those things are all just one more thing that you can use as an empathetic connector to someone else. I realized that I was really good at talking to people in school only after I lost my mom to suicide. And it was because I had already gone through this really traumatic thing that not a lot of other kids at my school had gone through. There were a few, and I noticed that the few who had gone through it as well, they were the only ones that really knew what to say. They kind of knew that I didn't really want them to say anything, and they just kind of were, they knew that they could just like exist near me in my vicinity, and when I was ready, I would kind of find my way over to them if I needed to talk and stuff like that. But I noticed that, you know, and then I noticed that going forward, like losing my dad as well when I was 20, 5 years later. And I really think that these things that have made me seen as fragile or less than or weak are actually like superpowers of mine. Like now I'm really proud of the fact that I could walk out into New York City and be able to find at least one thing that I can relate to someone else with because of all the shit I've been through at such an early age. And when people say, well, why are you a coach? You're so young, you're 26. I'm like, but I've been dealt this shitty card, I've been dealt this shitty card, and this shitty card, and this shitty card. And I wanted to talk about that, because the next time that you feel like this thing about you, whether it's, whether it's like body insecurity, or whether it is mental health or mental illness, whether it's where you come from, whether it's your history with addiction, or whatever it is that you feel like makes you weaker than everyone else or makes you less than or not as worthy, I just want you to think about this idea that there are life coaches that are maybe just as good as me, but they just by nature will not be able to connect with certain people the same way I can because of what I've been through, and because of the feelings that have come up, and because of the negative thoughts that I've had to overcome. Or if you walk into a gym to hire a personal trainer, are you going to hire the guy that has never struggled with weight loss or never struggled with eating disorders? Or are you going to hire the guy who, you know, grew up obese, who grew up in a family that only drank chips and soda at every meal, and who had to overcome that? You know, who are you going to hire? Are you going to hire the guy that has never known how to overcome a struggle? Or are you going to hire the guy who has not only overcome struggle, but knows how to get you through that struggle when you inevitably get there? I just really think it's so easy to let these, you know, these scars, as I call them in this video, be something that hold us back, or something that the world uses as an excuse to tell us no, and to try and protect us almost from ourselves, and think that we've been through too much already, and because of that, we shouldn't put ourselves through more. When actually it's like, no, because I've been through this, everything else going forward is gonna be a fucking cakewalk. I've had people ask me a lot lately, why do you think you're a good coach? You know, why are you a coach at such a young age? Like, how do you think you can help people when you're only 26? And that's my answer, is like, I've had a lot of life experience that a lot of other coaches simply haven't. And because the more experience you have makes you more relatable to others, I'm fairly relatable to others. Like, whether it's me giving up on my childhood dream to start a whole new career, whether it's learning how to become an entrepreneur and run my own business, whether it's losing a parent to suicide, whether it's losing a parent to cancer, whether it's overcoming anxiety and depression, whether it's moving to an entirely new state across the US and starting over with 2 suitcases and nowhere to live. I know how to empathize and connect with almost anyone that I run into. And that's my superpower. And I really encourage all of you to figure out where your superpower is hidden in this thing that the world has labeled as a scar or a setback. My dog has retreated under the couch because I've been taping for like 45 minutes now and I need to be done. But yeah, comment below, what are some of your scars that you can turn into superpowers? I would love to hear. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you want me to talk about next. Hit me up on Instagram at @TheRealAllieFuller. Hit me up on Facebook. I have my coaching page there, Allie Fuller Life Coaching. You can also head over to my website, alliefullercoaching.com, if you want to hear more about coaching and what I do and how my practice works, and answer any questions you may have. You can schedule a free 45-minute consultation with me there. I would so love to actually meet you and connect with you and tell you all about what we do and why coaching is an incredible thing to experience. So happy Monday. I love you all. Mwah, and I will see you next time. Ciao. Ciao?